Hi guys, I want to talk about picking technique, and everyone knows there are so many different ways of picking. If you look at all the good players, every single player pretty much has some variation in their picking technique and is unique to some degree. And it's quite confusing for beginners that may not know exactly what they should do with picking, what pick do they use, the pick angle, how they should hold their hands and all that. Now, because there are so many different ways of doing it, that proves that it doesn't really matter what pick angle you have, what type, the exact way you hold your hand. And, people like George Benson pick with the pick like this. Most players pick like this, and some people have more of an angle, some people have less. Some people play with the pick flat to the strings, and, there are so many different ways. Now, my idea with picking technique is that doesn't matter. Because, everyone's different and everyone wants what people like in terms of sound is different as well. Some people might like a cleaner sort of, sound where the pick cuts through this way, and then other people might want a more solid, connection with the string. So it doesn't really matter any of that. The important thing is to go with what you like. Now, what is the most important thing? What is the fundamental thing to every single style of picking technique that is good? Is the macro, like the whole arm must be relaxed. That is the most important thing. In every single style and every variation of picking, this is relaxed. And a lot of beginners struggle with that because A, they're not told, B, they don't understand it, and C, it just doesn't come naturally in some positions when you play guitar. For example, like if I sit down like this, if I fully relax, like my arm does that. And so if I want to be fully relaxed and have my hand in the correct position, the guitar has to take the weight of my arm. If it doesn't, my arm will do this. Okay? So you have to practice. You either have to maintain this angle here, so when you relax here, you fully relax. So when you practice, try not to move this. Now, I find this quite hard because whenever I really relax, I do this. And this is when I feel relaxed. So, it's different if you have a big guitar with like a really big body. You can actually rest the upper arm on the body of the guitar. And when you come to the lower strings, the important thing is just to bend from the elbow and don't lift this. So you come to the lower strings like this. And your arm should be free, right? But for an electric player, experiment, like if you can relax more, then that is the position that you have to pick in, right? And if it's not where the strings are, then you have to find a position that works for you, Now, the way I do it, the only way I can relax more here is if I actually release the tension here on the forearm. Like if I actually bend this down, then I can relax further. But because I'm keeping this angle, the guitar is actually taking the weight of my upper arm. Like my shoulder is not supporting the arm. But I still find it more comfortable to stand up, and I'll show you like how that feels. Because the guitar comes further down, right? So the guitar's further down. This is fully relaxed. Now, when I pick, watch this shoulder. It won't, and this upper arm, it won't move, right? Okay? So that's what you want, you know? You're pivoting on the elbow, you know, and resting in the electric guitar. But you're not taking weight here. That is the most important thing. You know, so many beginners, they might be like this, and then they're not free down here. They can't get accuracy. They can't, you know, like freely mute. You'll be free, you know, to play with a floating wrist. So experiment by relaxing this and catch yourself out. Like if you play a scale, right, and you go and you stop and you think, can I relax more? That's the test. Go and check out Joe Pass is probably the best. Go and check out Al Di Meola, John McLaughlin, any guys. Watch this shoulder. This does not move ever. And that is the most important thing. Once you can do that and the guitar takes the weight of the arm, you can be free. Like guys people can change their picking angle and they can play with soft picks and hard picks, and you know, like I can experiment because I'm free. Like, you know, I can play like this when I have heaps more pick angle, you know. And get a different sound, or I can play with a flat, you know. So it doesn't really matter for me, you know, because I'm relaxed. I can experiment with different sounds, you know. I can mute, I can be free. More pick angle, less pick angle. So anyway, I believe that's the number one philosophy for all guitar picking styles, and I believe if you get that, if you concentrate on that, you know, you've got to put your mind in your shoulder whilst you're playing. Play and think, geez, can I relax? If you can keep relaxing more, then you've got to work on it. Anyway, I hope that helps you out. Let me know what you think. Bye.